Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the Cleveland Browns behind the #1 overall pick in the draft, Baker Mayfield, as his guys get set to take on Case Keenum and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountain. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
First carry from Devontae Booker. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Check yourself, babe.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A second down carry for Booker. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. Out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Booker on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
There's Keenum now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And the numbers there for Demaryius Thomas last time out. 7 catches, 115 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
They'll run here with Freeman. So we got 3 in one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? How do you go for it?
Now it's King. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
How you like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been...
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
3 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke. The
of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Still Corey Coleman. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the #1 or #2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the handoff, this is Booker. Broken tackle. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be...
At the 31-yard line. Now they'll run it on the taunt. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. A look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Good move by Duke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Very nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that rip and back. Back in my day, the gloves were quite like this.
Wooden gloves with a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards.
All right, now, look at 56.
So
Look
second
at
and long,
56.
and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side, incomplete to Njoku. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Keeps himself upright. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually...
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Gets through, and now an opening. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. In for the score. And the Broncos are in for 6. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that the players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gone!
First down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Still shedding tackles. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
We often say get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive.
Let's go!
The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get the scheme going.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop there right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Be caught from Browns, touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting...
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. On the return is Henderson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Here goes the hot. Wait, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And it is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos defense getting ready to go. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches,
now they'll run it on the toss. Up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
and that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hurry up, here we go. 3,
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
hurry up, here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
All right, now, lucky
Last week he
56.
finished at
Lucky
70%.
56.
This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Box rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend, the first of which comes up on Saturday. It's a doubleheader. Cleveland at Denver, followed by Houston at the Jets. Then in the afternoon window, all eyes will be on Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it'll be the Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. And finally on Christmas Eve, Monday Night Football, the last one of the year. No Monday Nighter in Week 17. We've got the Broncos and Raiders from Oakland. In the game you're watching, it's been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys will start the third quarter with the lead as we get you back out to Denver and hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, here we go.
2nd down, Mayfield. This is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there of 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This one in for a Browns score. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Everyone's got 4 down.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Here goes hot. Like 20. Hot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Yeah, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described,
First down, run with Hines. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that was...
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And off comes to Hyde. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Oh, now he bowls him over, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Hey, you got 3. Here we go.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Fells has it left side. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's first and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Twisting away. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with another touchdown. Number 24 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to the...
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, guys, check me out.
They'll hand off to Booker. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Run.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hot! Like 20! Like 20, hot!
To throw is Keenum. He's going to air one out. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
At their own 43.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Fighting his way through contact. And now running right through it. 31 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
3 down, 3 down.
They run again with Hyde on first. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A little juke. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. Stays on his feet. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need
big time.
They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. To throw on second down is Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Any guy has that ability, they want them on their team.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Keenum on first down. And that's complete to the tight end, Heilman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And his throw here is incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, put their foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Able to put it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And it's into the game.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Time for a break. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Now let's go!
On the ground they go with a running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in their offensive game.
Gun!
On third down, Johnson. Oh, look at the juke. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. On the return is Henderson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Keenum. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you.